Hey, I got 7:05. It's the town Farmington town board meeting for July 25th. We have no public hearings tonight. So I'll just call the meeting to order, and if Donna, would you lead us to the pledge of allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hold the minutes from our last town board meeting, July 11th.
Second.
Where's my name? Set my money. Comments, questions, and changes? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Everyone's in the floor. Anybody in terms of the floor here in the room tonight? Any public concerns from the room tonight? Anybody online? Privilege of the floor or public concerns? Okay, hearing none.
Supervisor, I believe you have one trying to.
Okay. Muted, Jerry.
Okay. Good evening. I don't know if you can hear me or not.
Yep. Now we can.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jerry Goldman. I'm the attorney and agent for GLN Farmington Realty LLC, whose property is the adjacent neighbor to the Farmington Market Center. The only comment that I have is I do want to thank the board, the town clerk, and the staff for receipt of our correspondence relative to this matter. I believe it's number 6 and number 10 or something like that on your communications list. And just to reiterate that we are very much supportive of getting the road improvements that the town desires in the 96-332 corridor and in that area, and are hopeful for full participation in our ability to do that and accomplish the goals of the MTOD, and that is clearly the objective of our correspondence. So we hope that you will read it and strongly consider what is within the letters that we have provided. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bowman. We did provide your letter of today to the town board. The town clerk did provide that to the town board, and they've had time to read that, and I believe we passed it on to staff.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? Public concerns or privilege of the floor? Okay, reports of standing committee, public works.
All right, yeah, public works met this morning at 7:30 right here in this room. We got our updates in water and sewer and highway and park. I'll start with water and sewer. I'm not gonna go through everything because it's kind of repetitive from last meeting. Digester one's gasket is in and that work is gonna continue. The aerator or basin aerator is now installed and in operation. We discussed the flow meters. We got 3 new quotes on new meters, and we discussed the parts and fittings that were going to be needed for that. Yes, something's in service that just needs a generator. Let's see, we got the service line information is available. The intern has been working on that and got an update on how far along he was getting on that. Hook Road water main project is now complete and back in service. That's good news. The Town Line Road, they've been working up there, grading and seeding. Got quite a ways along, almost finished on that, I believe. That's pretty much it for water and sewer. The highway has got equipment maintenance and they're doing roadside mowing. They're milling and paving. They're doing topsoil and restoration work in Bell Lane. Striping, first round of striping was completed. We had 2 good days, we got that completed. The Cornell report was given to us this morning. That looked really good. We got a good grade on that. The lifts were inspected at Highway Garage. Parks are doing maintenance, they're mowing, striping fields, paint crosswalks. Fixing the washouts on trails, repairing equipment. That's about all I have here.
All right, thank you. Operations.
Operations met this morning. We have 8 resolutions pertaining to sureties and renewal of the operating permits for the manufactured home communities. The TAP sidewalk campus proceeding on schedule. The town board will receive a request at the August 8th meeting for an amendment to the Center Zone District Map for the Redfield Road and Center Zoning Project on Phase 3. The Ag Advisory Committee will be meeting next Thursday, on Thursday, August 17th at 6:30, to receive information on the state agriculture exemptions. And I believe will be there. Right, okay. There were 2 grant applications for water and storm improvements. They've been submitted to the state. The enforcement officer and planning and the development director, they'll report on the lines. That's all I have.
Thanks, Mike. Now reports of other town officials, supervisor. We got a call the other day that Casella was not picking up garbage on Plain Road where we have the road blocked off with construction, so on the right person, and they assured me that within the 2 days they would not only have the garbage picked up from last Friday, but then again this coming Friday will be garbage and recycling. So hopefully that's happening. We did get a call from Victor resident that now is not being picked up in Brownsville, so we'll try and reach out to Casella. I can't work that out, call Victor and have them take care of it. It happens when we have road construction and roads closed. Monday I had public works at the county. Today I was at Finger Lakes Community College, New York State. Troopers had a police community presentation, very informative. Every one of their different divisions, they explained that, and they cover like 10 county areas, so it's quite an operation to be held here in Farmington at the troop headquarters. Merle is Ways and Means at the county. They're also working on the 2024-25 budget in the different departments of the county. You mentioned Cornell Road Report. We did that in 2014, in 2018, and now 2023. That's a great report. It is available to the public. It basically conditions every mile of road the town has and the different recommendations of over the next 4 years what maintenance that particular section of road should have. So we obviously do that and fund it for the highway department. It's also a great budgeting tool when Tim puts the budget together for 24 or over years, the next 3 or 4 years. So we try and get back on a 4-year cycle again. COVID kind of delayed that 1 year. Very helpful, and we try to get in some of the other towns in the county to do that. But I don't think there's only maybe one other town in the county that does that. And we really appreciate our student came from Finger Lakes Community College, our intern, and he was driving up every day from Prattsburgh to come to work here. We got what, 1 or 2 more weeks?
August 10th is his last
August
day.
10th. We really appreciate the work he did, and we'll also post that on the website with the other 2. That's all I have. Hogan Parks.
Well, I was gonna talk a little bit about that. Yeah, the last report was done in 2018. We hired the intern. His name was Winter Lenhart. He worked with our safety officer, Paul Crandall, on the highway, and he kind of oversaw the project and worked with Winter. So in 2018, we had 91.207 miles of roads. And we've added 4.5 miles to the road now, so our total is 95 miles, 95.75 miles. So the basic object of this is to, is to assess the roads. You want to keep your good roads good rather than repairing the older roads first or the bad roads. They emphasize, taking care of the good roads and keeping those good. And then as you can rebuild the bad roads, because they get to a certain percentage and they don't really can't get any worse.
He said the same thing.
Yeah, and that is the big force. Yeah.
Works out.
So Winter did a great job of going around and assessing all of our roads and Cornell and working with them. He did a couple of days of training with them to get up on the Camp RS software, and they put all that data into the software, and it comes up with a real cost of what it'll cost to repair that road. So that gives the town board a good idea of the next 5 years of how much money they're going to need to budget for. So yeah, so it was a very good, successful program.
Even though the best part, the score increased.
Our did, yeah. So our score did increase from before. I didn't bring that part of the report. I wasn't, but all this is posted on our website and it is available to read. But so our roads did get a better score this time than it did in 2018. So the program is definitely working.
I think you said this morning, the 5 lowest scores in 14 are like not there now.
Right.
We're
Yep.
taken care of.
Yep.
Yep. All right, thanks, Dan. Tom Clerk.
Well, my office has been busy with collecting water and sewer payments, dog licensing, and freedom of information requests have picked up a lot the past week or half or so that's what we've been doing.
What is this week?
I did have one last week.
Oh, one last, okay. Water and sewer. Hey,
The Town Line Road project, the water main replacement should be hydroseeded tomorrow and then we'll be finishing that up. So as soon as the grass grows there, that project will be complete.
good, except for sidewalk.
Yes.
Building and zone.
I just want to give a quick update on Casey, who is my newest hire. He's been on board with us for a few months now. He's completed his first codes class. He's in his second one this week, and he'll have 4 more to go after that to be certified. And that we're still looking for a zoning / code officer to fill the vacancy.
Hard to find.
They are.
Planning board, Adrian.
At our next meeting, we have a 3 lots subdivision for Pheasant Crossing, and we have a final site plan for the Michigan Road and a final for the Town Line Road. Last meeting, we started with the 3 lots subdivision.
Busy. Okay, very good. Director of Planning and Development, Ron.
Yes, first of all, I just want to emphasize that MRB did a great job of putting together the 2 water and sewer grants for the consolidated funding program. They have gone into Albany. We received a good amount of support from local businesses. So that was very helpful to that grant. The resolutions tonight, the planning board have acted on them for the letters of credit release. You have a maintenance bond for a safe place, and the town ops report has been placed on the town website today as well. So we're ready to go on that. Ready for any questions?
Thanks, Ron. Town engineer, no?
Okay, thank you. We have a pre-con for the Park Pavilion coming up on August 3rd, so we'll be kicking that project off finally in the construction phase. Couple projects in design, Brickyard Road tank, just as a heads up, we will have an amendment to seeker coming in the near future for that based on some adjustments to the water main in the town of Canandaigua. So that will be upcoming. And also working on Grove Park and County Road 8 water main design. Construction, Klein in Brownsville is in construction. North Road water main project is now due to start on the 31st of July. So that's been pushed a little bit, but pretty soon will be started. And I think correspondence has been sent, but I know Country Max came in for a request to change on their water service. And unfortunately, I know tapping one of the locations on Hook Road, the existing water main was not desired, but unfortunately, due to fire flow conditions, it does appear to be warranted. So we stay the course on that. So that's all I have, unless there's other questions.
Any questions about it? Thanks.
Okay.
Assessor, John.
I had to reconvene Board of Assessment review to do some corrections last week. They looked at 48 more, so I think now we're in good shape. We wanted those corrected. That had to be correction. I had it done before the school tax bill went out. So far, we have 4 small claims, 1 certiorari. And the deadline for that filing is 30 days from July 1st. So means paying more, but that's surprising. We've gotten that little so far, so we'll see what happens. And that's all I have.
Thank you very much. Nothing from recreation guys. The recreation summer rec, and one good. We got it.
One thing we forgot to mention about the bathrooms.
Oh, yes.
So the main hall bathrooms here are out of order. If you need to use the bathroom, go all the way down to the hall to the left down by the building department and use those. I did forget to mention that,
Hopefully we'll be back up and running tomorrow.
hopefully.
Thanks for the reminder. Communications are on file. Reports and minutes are on file. Resolutions, first one is resolution authorizing major pay increases. Second. Motion by Mike, second by Nate. This is only 7 votes. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Aye. There's a resolution authorizing the town of Farmington to split the cost of phase 1A, 1B cultural resource investigation for the proposed town of Canandaigua Pretty Road water transmission main extension with the town of Canandaigua with cost not to exceed $1,697.50. Second. Motion by Steve, second by Ron. Any questions? When I already pre-met with town of Canandaigua on this a couple weeks ago. All in favor?
Aye.
Reason resolution authorizing the final release of the surety with a condition from a letter of credit for site improvements associated with Auburn Junction project phase 3A in the total amount of $14,379.44.
Second.
Motion a second. And just one minor condition of the release. All in favor? Aye. Aye. I want to read that separate. Or is a resolution authorizing the budget amendment transferring money from the contingent A 1990.4 to highway admin CIA 5010.11 and the total amount of $10,000. Second. There's also $100 there for the planning board contractual, which is A 8020.4. Got a motion a second. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. 5 is a resolution authorizing the budget amendment from the water and sewer funds. So moved. Second. Motion by Steve, second by Nate. That's $1,500 for appropriation For the sewer administration overtime, $1,500 from the sewer appropriations for the administration and personnel overtime line. For 1,500 in water, 1,500 in sewer. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. It's a resolution of support and endorsement of the 1816 Quaker Meeting House Museum 2023 grant application through New York State Consolidated Funding Application Program to the New York State Office of Parks, Recreation, and Historic Preservation or Environmental Protection Fund grant. So, and we've always supported the 1816 Quaker Meeting House Museum folks, and glad to see that they're applying for another grant here that'll hopefully help them continue the renovations and building that they are planning. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Block 789.
789, any objection to block 789? Hearing none, these are resolutions authorizing renewal for the Farmington Manufactured Homes, Woodlawn Court Manufactured Homes, and Hunt's Manufactured Homes communities. Second. Okay, we get Nate, the second from Steve for 789. Any questions? Dan, any comment?
No, this is a resolution that we do every year, for their operating permit, which is only good for a year, so. The code says it has to be approved by the town board, so that's what we're doing. As soon as you guys authorize it, then we'll issue it, tomorrow.
Your staff, obviously.
Absolutely,
Goes through every part.
it was a little tricky this year with John leaving us, right in the middle of the review, but, we were able to get it completed and, the parks are in good shape. As always, there's always a little couple that are trailing, but we always follow up on those, so I think we're in a.
Any major one,
No,
which is good.
All right, thank you. Any other comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. As a confirming resolution authorizing the Irish superintendent to hire Heinz contractor for the follow lane rebuild and cost not to exceed $22 per linear foot. Oh, motion by Nate, second by Steve. Did a good job down there too. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 11, resolution accepting parts 2 and 3 of the amended full environmental assessment forms and making a determination of non-significance on the provisions of state environmental quality review regulation for the rezoning of land tax map account numbers 29.00-01-39.000, 29.00-01-40.000, and 29.00-01-41.000, containing approximately 18.3 acres of land from general business with the MTOD major thoroughfare overlay district and Main Street overlay district to incentive zoning with the major thoroughfare overlay district and Main Street overlay district for the Farmington Market Center incentive zoning project.
Second.
Motion by Mike, second by Nate. Any questions? Again, this is parts 2 and 3. There's also a 6-page summary. Make sure, yeah, 6-page summary that goes along with the parts 2 and 3. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Yes. Abstract 12 to pay the bills is number 14 of the year, and general fund $114,800.61. Highway fund $61,809.80. Beaver Creek Park $156.74. County Road 8 water line $1,050. North Road capital project $1,050. Home Park improvements $3,700. Water tank repair $3,012.50. Storm drainage $6,729.05. Lighting district $1,209.51. Sewer District, $75,868.99. Water District, $43,479.79. Payroll deductions, $7,914.68. For a total abstract, $320,871.67. Have a motion, please? So. Motion by Ron, second by Steve. Questions, extensions? Comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Local training under $100. And don't have any other discussion. We do have any objection. We have 5 resolutions for waiver of the rule. Hearing none. The first one is a resolution appointing Sonia Phelan cut to the Conservation Board for a term beginning July 25th, 2023 and ending December 31st, 2023. So.
Second.
Motion by Mike, second by Nate. Any comments? Question? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Next one's a resolution accepting donations.
Moved.
Motion by Nate, second by Ron. These are more continued donations from to the town from the Farmington Recreation 4th of July, 3rd of July in our case. And this one amounted to another $613 donations. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Reason resolution authorizing the town supervisor to take appropriate action to sign lawn mowing contracts and to apply lawn mowing charges to the property within the town to the tax roll.
So moved.
Second. Motion by Steve, second by Mike. We did this earlier in the year. The lawn and landscape company that we did use is not able to do it here continue for the rest of the year. So we have another company that will cover all the accounts for the original company at the same rate. Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Or is a resolution accepting the computer needs bond for the safe place self-storage 60.5 Denny Drive. Or a newly constructed water main, storm sewer, and roadway items dedicated to the town, the total amount of $9,546.90.
So moved.
Second. Motion by Mike, second by Ron. Any questions here? All in favor? Aye. Aye. That's one. Resolution authorizing approval of final release of funds and a letter of credit for a safe place self-storage project in the amount of $305,294.91 with conditions.
Second.
Motion by Nate, second by Mike. Comments, questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, I don't have anything for executive session. Board members, do you have anything else?
The only thing I have is candy for next week. I have to get it again, Mike. Already paid?
I did, I just
Did
gave
you give you the $35? Oh.
Buy 5 more.
Well, you asked, you told me you were going to do 15.
I don't know, it's like 1.
Yeah, so everybody, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, this week is Farmington Volunteer Fire Department. Carnival, great on Friday. And please come down to the fire department and spend some money because that helps them get your resolution. Motion to adjourn.
So, second.
I might, or my name, second by Mike, all in favor.
Aye.
All right, thank you, everybody.